got these in. The Space Jam 11s. Today is Friday, December 9th, I think. Got these reserved by the Nike's Plus app yesterday. And I paid for overnight shipping to get them in the next day, Friday, the day before they actually released to the public. Because I wanted to get my pair, get my hands on them, get this video up. I'm pretty excited to see what these look like, the 2016 versions. As you see, I already have out here on my desk the other three OG colorways. OG colorways are the Concord 11s, the Playoff 11s, or as everybody now calls them, the Bread 11s, but these originally were called the Playoff 11s because he broke them out in the playoffs in '96. Columbia 11s, worn during the All-Star Game of '96. And then we've got the Space Jam. Here is the really crappy, cheap receipt they're doing now for half the time. This receipt's like, it looks fake almost. Here we go. First time I have seen these in person. And I am pretty excited about these because I don't have the 2009 Space Jams. I actually never got them. I passed on them when they came out years ago and regretted it. Several years ago I decided I was going to get the Space Jams, but I held out because I knew eventually in a few years maybe they're going to retro the Space Jams, and sure enough, they're retroed again. So pull this off. And are you ready? I'm ready. Yeah, they changed up several things on the packaging this year. Inside lid's really cool. It's even kind of like a glossy, like a foil type of box. Pretty cool box. And then you got your normal 11. No more, what was it? They usually said, what was it? Tinker made him shine. Michael made him fly. You made him iconic. I think it's what it said on here. They took it off this year. Just another change, which is totally cool. Change things up, you know. And there is the wrapping. Very, very nice touch with the 45. Opening these bad boys up. More wrapping, more packaging, and the Space Jam 2016s. Very nice. I'm not seeing any kind of flaws on these. Of course, every pair is going to have peaks. You're going to have a peak here on the toe box, a peak on the side, and a peak on the side. Actually, my peaks on this pair are very, very small peaks. I've seen other pairs where the peaks are just huge, like overly huge. I love that the stitching on the back of the 45, they have now stitched it on. That's a nice touch. I hope they do the future pairs the same way they stitch it on. Yes, that won't be exactly OG. If they, if they retro, let's say next year they retro the Cool Grays, the Concords or whatever, I hope they stick with this, with the stitched on back, because that is very nice. I like that feature. For the longevity of your shoes. Yeah, this pair I'm seeing no glue stains. No like loose threading. I'm not seeing any like midsole flaws. Now this shoe was mass produced. I heard they made upwards of maybe 1 million plus of this pair of Space Jams. So they pumped these out from China. Like they made a crap ton of these shoes. So I was hoping that quality would be, at least on my pair, would be good. And I'm pleased with the quality that I received on mine. If you look here, the peaks on this pair, the peak is not that bad. Other pairs I've seen, and that peak there is very, very small. It's minimal right there. You can barely even see it. That's awesome. It looks like peaks on certain, that peak there is not bad at all. You can barely even see it's right there. It's a very small peak. Right there in the toe box, that peak is very small. And the side there, peak, once again, is very small. I'm actually very curious about a lot of the early pairs that people got with peaks. Because some of those peaks on the early pairs, they were big ass peaks on these shoes. The retail release, at least on my pair, the peaks are not that bad compared to some of the early pairs. I know like Scoop 208 probably got the earliest pair on all of YouTube. He got his back like 3 or 4 months ago. And when he got them, you know, there's a lot of controversy if they're real or if they're fake. To this day, a lot of people still think they're fake, but he, you know, still claims they're real, but won't say where he got them from. His pair that he got early, the peaks on the shoe were freaking huge peaks. And seeing retail pairs, the peaks aren't that big. Like, they're really not that bad. So I question a lot of these early pairs that the YouTubers got, like in August, September, October. Hopefully they didn't spend too much on them, because I don't think they got real ones. Because their peaks on theirs are a lot more substantial than what retail pairs are. Look at that peak right there. It is so freaking small. Like, that is a minimal peak. Like, I wouldn't even call that a peak. So I finally have these in hand, and I'm very impressed with the quality of this shoe. It's phenomenal. It's very well constructed. There are minimal flaws in the shoe, like nothing that really stands out that makes me say, man, this, you know, this leather sucks, or the stitching is bad or anything. But no, this is actually a very well constructed shoe. Let's compare it to the 2014 Columbias. I know lots of the 2014 Columbias had glue stains. I still haven't broken out my Columbias. They're still DS. I'm gonna break them out Sunday. Maybe. I usually wait at least a year, if not more, before I wear a pair of shoes, because I don't want to be that guy at the mall that has on the same shoe as everybody else. Because people with their crap out of their playoff 11s when they came out in 2012. I kept mine on ice for several years. I broke mine out. Mine were fresh as hell. And people accused this pair of being fake because they were so clean and like had no crease, no nothing. I had people accuse me of having fakes because I waited like over 2 years to break them out. And it's just kind of funny. People are so quick to jump and always scream fake, fake, fake. I guess I'm guilty of that too at times. Like for the Space Jam, the early release pairs that certain YouTubers got, I question them because they got them so freaking early. Like 3 months ago kind of early. That's very early. Like I said, Nike even, you know, whenever they ship these shoes from China, I think it's on their Twitter page, they actually posted a photo of like the boat with just, the whole boat was filled with pallets and pallets full of these Space Jams. That was, I think, mid-November, maybe early November, after all the shoe tubers got their early pairs. Like September kind of early pairs. So I don't know, whatever. Maybe it's possible that they got an early, like almost like a promo pair. That's very possible. Maybe that's why the peaks on the original, like the promo pairs that the shoe tubers got, the peaks are worse on theirs than on the retail pairs because they were just a promo shoe. That's possible. I don't know. I don't really give a crap. But Yeah, the cut on the leather on these shoes are supposed to be more OG than the past 6 releases. The cut on the Space Jams is much higher. It's a bigger cut on the leather, as you can see, I'm sure, right here. So, anyway, I'll wrap this up. Talked enough. So now I got the OG collection ready to go. Looking good, looking sweet, very happy. Hope you enjoyed this. Got this up a day early before the Space Jams released to the public, so I'm grateful for that. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel, give us a big thumbs up if you would, comment below, hit me up on social media. All my social media is in my description. Hit me up, and have a good one.